Hi, my name is Dr. Welcome to today's video about the Hubble Space Telescope images. In today's video will be about Pluto and its moon Charon. This is an animation of pictures from the Hubble Space Telescope of Pluto. For several years this was the best image of Pluto. And you can already see there are darker structures and lighter colored structures. Pluto is the name of the Roman god of the underworld. It is located at a distance of 30 to 49 astronomical units. One astronomical unit is 150 million kilometers plus sun distance. Pluto's diameter is 2,377 kilometers. Its axial tilt is 123 degrees. And its mass is just 18% that of Earth's moon. Flight William Tombaugh discovered Pluto in the year 1930. At the right, that's the picture of his cult-sized Jena blink comparator. So he took pictures of the night sky and then compared pictures from from different days. The stars in the pictures don't move because they are too far away. But the planets and the objects in the solar system, they move, and that's how we found Pluto. This is an animation of the spacecraft New Horizons from its flyby in 2015. You can see Pluto has a reddish color, and this comes from solins, which are organic compounds. It has a big heart-shaped bright ice region. It's called Tombaugh Regio. It has a size of 1,590 kilometers. This is a map of Pluto with informal names. Here you can see the Tombaugh Regio. And part of this region is the Sputnik Planum. And it's a light bulb-shaped region. And you can see here the Burney Crater. This is a closer picture of the Tombaugh Regio with the Sputnik Planitia, which is this structure. And the smooth surface is from nitrogen ice. This is a border of the Sputnik Planitia. At the top you can see Al-Idrisi mountains. They are covered with water ice, which is coated with a dark material. The average surface temperature on Pluto is minus 233 degrees Celsius. At the bottom, that's the structure Sputnik Planitia. It contains nitrogen ice polygons, which have an average size of 33 kilometers. The Tombaugh Regio is the source of the winds on Pluto. This is a nice picture of the southern region of Sputnik Planitia. And you can see an infilled crater with a diameter of 50 kilometers. And you can see several mountains. This is a picture of glaciers on Sputnik Planitia. They're same as on Earth, but just nitrogen ice instead of water ice. The red arrows indicate the source of the glaciers, come from the mountains. And the blue arrows indicate the flow of the material in the Sputnik Planum. This is a nice picture of Pluto near sunset. At the left, that's the Tenzing Mountains. In the background, you can see the Hillary Mountains. And at the right, that's Sputnik Planitia. That's the region with the ice field. This is another map of Pluto with official names. And you can see the Burney Crater. and a dark region in the south. This is a picture inside the Burney Crater. It has rugged, icy crater plains, and this crater was named after 11-year-old schoolgirl Venetia Burney. She proposed the name Pluto for this new dwarf planet. This is a structure of the Cthulhu Macula, which has a size of 3,000 kilometers. It's a whale-shaped region at Pluto's equator. A macula is an unusual dark region on the surface of a planet or a moon. And this material could be, again, potentially solins, which come from the reaction of nitrogen with methane in the UV light. This is a nice picture of Pluto's atmosphere and its multi-layered haze. The atmosphere contains nitrogen and traces of methane and carbon monoxide. This is a picture of the internal structure of Pluto. The top layer is water ice crust. Under that ice crust, there's could be a liquid water ocean. And the core is rocky, made of silicates. Density of Pluto is just 1.9 grams per cubic centimeter. For comparison, the density of Earth is 5.5 grams per cubic centimeter. This is a nice scan from the New Horizons spacecraft of the surface of Pluto, and you can see Pluto is rich water ice. This is a simulation of Pluto's orbit from the years 1850 to 2097. Pluto's orbital period is 248 years. It is in a 2 to 3 orbital resonance with Neptune. That's why it never gets close to the giant planet Neptune. And you can see this picture. This red is Pluto's orbit. Dark blue is Neptune. Pluto's orbit is eccentric and it's inclined. It is not on the same plane as the orbits of the main planets. And this is a picture from the Hubble Space Telescope of Pluto's moons. The biggest moon is Charon. It was found in 1978. And all the other 4 tiny moons were found with the help of the Hubble Space Telescope. That's the moons Styx, Hydra, Kerberos, and Styx. This is a picture of Charon. Charon is the ferryman of the dead in Greek mythology. It is just at a distance of 19,600 kilometers from Pluto. Its diameter is 1,212 kilometers. And you can see dark polar caps. And they could be, again, solines. Their origin could be Pluto or cryovolcanoes from inside this moon. This is a picture of Pluto and Charon. They both have the same orbital and rotation period of 6.4 days, and they have a double synchronous rotation, which means both Pluto and Charon show each other the same side at all times. This is a picture of the smaller moons of Pluto, which are Styx, Nix, Kerberos, and Hydra. Here you can see this is 10 kilometers or 10 miles. So Styx and Kerberos are about 10 kilometers, and Nix and Hydra are about 35-40 kilometers. This is a nice animation of the chaotic rotation of Nix. All the 4 tiny moons have a chaotic rotation. This is how the system of moons of Pluto was formed. It's similar to the formation of the Earth and its moon. Pluto was hit by a Kuiper belt object, and that produced a debris ring. And the debris ring emerged to today's moon Charon and other moons. This is a nice picture. Pluto was defined as a dwarf planet by the International Astronomical Union in 2006. It's an Euler diagram of the bodies in the solar system. And you can see planets are a different category than the dwarf planets. Pluto is very different because it has a solid surface, but in every other category it's different. For example, it is in a different region of the solar system. It has a different orbital plane, different eccentricity, different density, different number of moons. And that's why it was recategorized. But it has a high scientific value because, for example, the Earth was formed of about 100 small planets like Pluto that merged, and that's why it's very interesting scientifically. This is a nice artist's render of Pluto in Moonlight when it's illuminated from by its moon Charon, which is very close. This is another artist's impression of the New Horizons spacecraft flyby of Pluto. And this is a nice animation of the flyover of the spacecraft New Horizons over Pluto. That was today's video about the dwarf planet Pluto and its moon Charon. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.